when's the right time to go for a price reduction? And I always say it depends, which is a very technical coaching answer, by the way. It depends on the price range. It depends on days on market in that price range or that area. So let me give you a few examples. Let's say that you're talking about a $300,000 house in your market where there's average days on market is 10 days. Well, I'm looking to adjust that price pretty quickly if I'm not getting some action because I know that stuff's moving. Let's say, though, that I just listed a $5 million estate and there's 18 months worth of supply. If I come in week 2, guns blazing for price reduction, probably not the right move. Would you agree with that? So those are two extreme examples. However, one of the ways that you're setting your seller up for the price reduction conversation. So here's another point I want to land for you. You actually start talking about price adjustments in your listing consult right now. You haven't had to do this, so I'm reminding you. You start talking about price adjustments in your listing consult. You're setting the stage for the time horizon in which you would need one. So I'm going to look at average days on market for a listing sold in that price range in that area. That's my indicator. So let's say it's 45 days. Well, if 45 days is the average, then I need to start talking about price reductions sometime before 45 days. Is that week 1? Probably not. Is that like 3, 4, 5 weeks in? Yeah, I think so. Because if average days on market is 45 and I'm 3 or 4 weeks in and I'm not getting any action yet, I run the risk of being over the average, which is the market telling me I missed the mark. You guys tracking with me here? Yeah. Okay. So in your listing consult, you're talking about this. This is about setting expectations. They think their house is going to sell in a day for 10% over list price because that's what happened with their neighbor's house a year ago. This ain't then. Show it to them. And now you're future pacing for that potential price reduction. Here's how we're going to know. Here's what the timeline is going to look like. The one exception to the timeline, connecting all these dots for you right here. The one exception to the timeline is if new active competition comes in and I have to reposition quickly. So my base case in this, 45 days on market, I'm 3 or 4 weeks in, we're going to talk about price adjustments if we don't have any action. Next week, 3 new listings in the neighborhood hit for under 800. Can I afford to wait 4 weeks? No, because I have to immediately reposition. You're setting your seller up for that so that when you make that phone call in week 1, here's what happened over the weekend. Here's what's changed in the market. We got 3 new listings. Here's what we're focused on in the marketing plan for this week. Before we talk about the marketing plan, remember when we met a couple of weeks ago to list your house, and I told you it was either going to be somewhere around 3 or 4 weeks we were going to talk about adjusting the price, or it was going to happen if we needed to reposition relative to the active comps. This is that time.